Morning. Welcome to the first day of spring. Awesome. Awesome. Spring 2019. Just just that growth, that rebirth. Today we're talking about public speaking, that fear. Just to give you an idea, later on today at noon, I'll be speaking to a group here in Valdosta. Yesterday, I was in Jacksonville talking to the First Coast Manufacturers Association leadership class. Last week, I was at the Department of Environmental Protection speaking to a group. I've spoken in the last month or so to a couple of classes at the University of North Florida. This coming Monday, I'll be in Gainesville to do a workshop for a group of business professionals. We start a class in Lake City on Tuesday. Next month, we'll be in Douglas. We're going to be in Tifton, Valdosta, back to Jacksonville. It's what I do. I'm in front of groups all the time. But it's important for you to understand that it's important for you to overcome that fear. And there are some challenges to that. If you would look back on my career, there was a time that I was deathly afraid to get up in front of a group. I couldn't speak to anybody. I mean, much less do what I do now. It was because I found the right track to get me there, the right type of training and an atmosphere that was conducive to positivity. Many times people really try to jump into the public speaking. We had a gentleman yesterday come up at the break and tell me that this is something that he really needs to do for his business and his career. Yet he had joined a Toastmasters a couple of years ago, and it was such a negative experience that not only did he still have the fear of public speaking, but it enhanced that. So you have to find the right environment where you can learn in. And why is it important? Well, I'll tell you, the first thing that I see in people that really become strong public speakers is it gives them a little bit more self-confidence. A little bit more. It gives them a lot more self-confidence. When you overcome some of your fears, you gain that confidence. And I see that a lot in the public speaking realm. Another thing that it does, it makes you comfortable to be around other people. I mean, sometimes you have to speak to a small group, sometimes a large group, and sometimes it's one-on-one. I was working with a client earlier this week, and they told me that they don't have a big problem when they're talking to a group of strangers. They can get up in front of a group, 25, 30, 50, 75, 100 strangers, and they feel real confident. Put them in front of a group of their peers, and all of a sudden, all the anxiety comes out. So it's overcoming, not just saying public speaking, but it's overcoming those challenges that you have in your particular situations that are important. It's also one of the best ways to generate sales for your business. When people see a confident person up there speaking and really being able to articulate the features of their product or of their company, it makes you a little bit more comfortable in doing business with that organization. So that's something that's really important to also. It's one of the best ways to generate sales, and it's you're trying to get your message across. It's difficult. I find it more difficult to write things rather than voicing them, because I struggle with the emotion of transferring that in word. But when you're in front of a group, you can use different ways and your personality to really assure that you're gaining some traction with your audience. Let's face it, all of us at some point in our life is going to need to be able to do public speaking. It's those that avoid it that many a times change the path of their career or the trajectory of their career. If you don't really get past that point, you're going to reach a level that you're not going to go beyond, or your company will reach a level that it won't be able to go beyond. I see CEOs that come to our classes that struggle getting up in front of groups. And when I sit and ask them questions, they realize that they've put a ceiling, a stop point on their career or their business growth because they don't have that ability or they haven't overcome that fear. So it's very important that you learn how to get your message across. And we're all going to need it sometime in our life. And it makes a difference. It really does. Once you build that confidence and you're telling people your story and you feel good about getting out and sharing those ideas with other people, it makes a big difference in your life. The way you feel about yourself, the way other people look at you. So that public speaking part of it is extremely, extremely important. And it'll help your career. It'll give you the opportunity to have a bigger impact on your community also, because you have great ideas to share. And the ability to get those ideas out to an audience or to a group is very, very important. And, the skills that you learn in public speaking, once you really get in there and you're able to read people in the room and you start connecting with people, that helps you in so many different areas of your life, in your home life, your family, everything. I mean, it really makes a huge, huge difference. Plus, you have to do a little bit of research before you talk on a subject matter. So you're increasing your knowledge. The other part of that is you're going to learn from the people you're talking to, the questions they ask. So you're really expanding your knowledge in many areas. And it also separates you from a lot of other people. It was funny, yesterday we were talking about stress, and somebody brought up the fear of public speaking, and we got onto that subject for a while, and hence the reason I'm talking about that today. But the fear of public speaking holds a lot of people back. I mean, it really does. You're not able to build a following without doing it. Yet when you get in front of a group and you can connect with people, that's something really special. And if I can do it, I mean, anybody can do it, because I was the king introvert. I still amaze myself sometimes when I'm in front of a group that I'm able to do it, because I think back in early days of my career when I had the opportunities and I passed them by or made excuses for that. So learning how to do it is important. And it's important that you do it, that you get up and really learn how to communicate to an audience. And it makes you feel so good too. So if it's just self-serving, and start small, start small, find a group that you can speak to and practice. Don't memorize your talk. Speak from your heart. A huge difference between what we teach in the Dale Carnegie High Impact presentations or in the Dale Carnegie course or any of our programs are all built around the ability to get up and communicate, that leadership strength. And other organizations is that Mr. Carnegie never really sat there and critiqued people about the way they spoke. We coach people. We try to find that inner spark and help them develop that. Yet we really don't stand up there and critique individuals. The ums and the ahs, and those things, once you get comfortable, will go away. They really will. They won't be there anymore. Yet if you spent all your time pointing out the ums and the ahs and the little idiosyncrasies or the mistakes you make in your talk, you're going to get in front of your audience and you're going to be worried about, oh my goodness, am I saying the wrong thing? And your focus isn't going to be on your audience anymore. So that's a really important part of things. Find somebody that can really coach you, either one-on-one or in a group presentation, that can really coach you in public speaking and will give you the confidence to stand up in front of a group, because it's extremely important that you learn how to do that. Warren Buffett said that if you want to be successful in the 21st century, you must learn how to speak to groups of people. Not you need to or you should, it was you must. And the reason for that is that sharing those ideas and winning those individuals to your way of the world is extremely important. And so that people have the confidence in you, you need to have that confidence in yourself. And sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. People ask me all the time, do you get nervous? Yeah, I always get nervous. If I don't get nervous, there's something wrong, because it is a little bit nerve, stretching. It is. It really is. And so you need to be able to do that, is to get up and practice and try. Somebody told me one time, a long time ago, before I became an instructor for Dale Carnegie, they shared with me that what happens is in a Dale Carnegie class is that everybody has butterflies to stand up and talk. We help you get those butterflies to fly in formation so that you use your nervousness to a strength. So push yourself. Mary Pressler. Thank you, Mary. Mary's an individual that can get up and talk in front of a group now with ease, I'm sure. And I had her in one of our classes a while ago. And to overcome that fear is really big. So find somebody to help you in public speaking. Dale Carnegie course or whatever you want to do. Find somebody to help you and get on your feet and start talking and improve your career, improve your life. If you're a young person, what a great way to start. What a great way to start in business is to learning to do that. And if you're somebody that has a few more years under their belt, never too late. It's never, ever too late. So enjoy this first day of spring. Overcome that fear of public speaking and make your life different. You really will. It really has an impact. Have a great day. First day of spring. Full moon tonight too. Have a great one. Bye.